is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st down, Terrell, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 3. This pass is caught by London. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Terrell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through. At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, Terrell. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Fielded just inside the 20.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Silva. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great 1st half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
138 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 13.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Terrell. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw it for him, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Austin Eckler,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got Wheaton. And some room to maneuver.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers.